Nation, the morning loop, it's going to begin right now.
Another day, another chance to get after it. That's a true story. And another chance for Pitcher to see his favorite Uncle Johnny. Hey, so we've got an awesome guest joining the lab. The guy's cousin is blues legend Lightnin' Hopkins. Marcus, though, he's a beast. Went from being homeless to landing 2,000+ brand deals. Stick around for that story, fellas. But first, mornings in the lab wouldn't be mornings in the lab without ridiculous conversations. Like how many people could be unknowingly involved in Lily Phillips' OnlyFans stunt? Except for John. He probably doesn't even know who she is. So you're safe, big guy. All right, nation. Today's show is gonna be another awesome one. Settle in and let's get it going. Keith, John, Marty, let's go.
We are a live show. It's happening right now. You can join us live. We're in the Mornings in the Lab community. To join the show, 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. Second hour, we'll open the phone lines up. Ever since Lady Drew stopped hanging out with us, the phone lines have been admittedly less active during the show. So come say hi in the comments on the vertical, horizontal stream. And hey, if you're not watching the show live, I got an invitation for you. Yep, come hang out. Join us, 8 o'clock live right here on the big YouTube channel. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. All right, Sterling and Preston put a few things on the table for us to talk about today, which I'm quite eagerly excited about today. I'm going to get to them here in a quick second after I hit a couple of tabs on my browser here. The first one I do want to get into is this conversation happening over in Southern Australia. So, have you guys ever wondered why more shit doesn't fall out of the sky? And why we don't hear more news about it, just like dropping everywhere? And hey, Holroyd, you ever wondered that? Sully, you ever wondered that? I have. Maddie, you ever wondered that? You're like, so why isn't more shit just falling on the earth on us? Well, apparently, a Tesla. Of course, it's a fucking Tesla. Like, of course, right? It couldn't be a Ford or a G. It's got to be a Tesla. Yeah, because it's attached to science and shit falling out of the sky. It's Tesla. Well, apparently, a Tesla driving along the Augusta Highway in Australia was struck by a mysterious object believed to be a meteorite. Yeah. Potentially marking the first documented. Good morning, Anderson. Documented case that we're talking about a meteor falling out of the sky and landing on a Tesla that's moving.
No shit.
So I've often wondered why this doesn't happen more often. Like, I actually have those conversations with myself in my head. Like, why don't more shit fall out of the sky and fall into the roofs of our cars or the windshields of our, like, why aren't more people hurt in these situations?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I guess, you know, well, I mean, you figure it just had to be hit a Tesla because then it makes people think.
Well, it's funny because, yeah, if it was a GM, nobody's paying attention. But because it's got a Tesla and it's got got to make a big deal of it. And here's something else I wonder. How come more people aren't killed by bullets being shot into the air? And I'm being actually serious right now.
Well, I think, and I could be way wrong, but maybe maybe they've developed better technology. I've heard that a bullet, it can only go so far or it'll disintegrate.
Oh, really? We have to bring Grok.
I mean, granted, that is just a straight up what I heard. This could be like when they were all fucking lead bullets. I don't know.
Oh no, Johnny. This is from the they team, eh? Oh yeah, they told me that the bullet disintegrates, and you're like, oh, who's they,
well,
John?
I got a family full of fucking gun lovers. I just don't. I don't love guns, so it's people that like because I remember the story dates back to my grandfather giving me a fucking big bow. Right, it was called a black big bear, black bear bow. And he said, look, he goes, do not fire this thing. So, I mean, this thing would go a long ways. This thing go 300-400 yards if you put it in like a 45-degree angle. Yeah. I could barely string it myself. It was that hard. Anyway, he goes, don't put this thing up in the air straight up because you'll lose sight of this thing and it will come back down. And if it gets you, it might be the end. And he said something that, unlike a bullet that will disintegrate, that's where it's coming from.
Yeah. Hey, Grok, I got a question for you. How come more people don't die by bullets being shot into the sky? Grok, are you listening? Because you're not making good radio right now.
She came up on the screen.
Yeah, I saw. Well, and I saw her start talking. Okay, I'll have to reset her here. Hey, Grok, I know you can hear me. Hey, Grok, why don't more people die by having guns shooting bullets into the sky and having the bullets fall to Earth?
They do actually, so thankfully it's rare. Bullets fired into the air lose most of their speed, but can still hit the ground at 60 miles per hour, enough to crack a skull, rupture an eardrum, puncture a lung. It's happened before. Kids at weddings, New Year countdowns, just dumb airborne roulette. Most just don't land pointy end first.
No
thankfully.
Shit. So there you go, Johnny. So it basically loses its velocity as it goes up there. And I knew that.
So it'd be like if somebody dropped a bullet from,
an airplane
500 yards, 500 yards in the sky.
Yeah.
It's just got its gravity velocity at that point.
That's it. Yeah.
Ask her if there was a point where bullets disintegrated, like maybe way back before the technology was there.
Hey, Grok, did bullets ever disintegrate?
Bullets don't disintegrate. They're just too sturdy. Steel, lead, copper jackets, they don't rust or flake off that fast. If they're lucky, they'll tumble in the air and lose spin, become a flat spinner like a coin.
Oh, there's what it is, Johnny. Yeah, the flat spinner like a coin, right? So then it just becomes...
so it's not going to come straight back down.
Yeah.
I was saying my grandpa was just probably trying to sweeten the story to get me not to do. And of course, what I do, as soon as he's gone, I fire that fucker straight up in the air.
That's what you do. I was working at a grocery store years ago, and back when the old Menthols Diet Coke craze was happening. I don't know if you remember that. You put the Menthols in Diet Coke and you could explode them. And I remember it was kind of busting in the news, whatever it was. We were in the back room there. The dude, all the bosses were like, "Don't be doing that." Okay, they're gone. Fuck, just emptying pallets in the back alley of Cokes and Menthols shooting off into the sky.
Dude, I swear to God, I fired that thing straight up in the air, and I'm watching it. I'm going, fuck, he was right. And then I took off fucking running. He said, what he told me was, don't fucking run. He said, if you do it, stand still. He goes, because guaranteed there's some wind that will blow it somewhere.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it's going to blow. And so later when I got ballsy, actually, I would fire it up in the air, not full bore where I could see it. And I would test his theory. It would land 30, 40 feet away.
Fucking funny, man. Good morning, Seasoned Strength. I appreciate your wisdom there in the comments. Bullets will reach terminal velocity on the way down, which is slower than what's coming out of the muzzle. Yeah. And then Adam, you're right, man. It's space's revenge. Elon's been throwing stuff up there for years, and it's like, nah, fuck, we're giving it back to you. Is what. And then of course, Roofy's offering the Roofy. I appreciate your science experience, brother. Gravity, right? Yes, I know gravity, but I just wonder why more people don't get smacked up in the head with this shit. Hey, John, switching gears big time. I had something funny for this morning. Have you ever found yourself? I know you're a massive systems guy and your habit stacks. Have you ever found yourself missing a stack as part of your habit, and you're like, holy fuck, I actually missed doing that? Like an obvious one. Like
something I forgot to do, or something I needed to put in.
No, something you forgot to do that you do every single day that's so fucking obvious. I got a funny one for you this morning. Happened to me.
Sometimes it's like if I might go, like if we go to a hotel, if my environment gets totally changed and I don't have time to settle in that night.
Oh yeah.
That's because if I review everything before I go to sleep, I just wake up and it happens. But if it's one of those where I'm like, my review is poor, or, whatever the situation is, like perfect example, I go to a hotel. I am not going to say, okay, I'm going to go to the weight room at this time, walk the stairwell. I go find the weight room.
Yes.
I find the closest stairwell. So it's already, I know exactly. I'm not waking up in the morning, fucking wandering around trying to problem solve. Nobody the guy at the fucking front desk, he's nowhere to be found at 3 in the morning.
No. So this morning I go through my normal habit. I get up, shower, count my Johnnies in, brush my teeth, do my thing, and take the dogs out, have my coffee. I'm sitting down this morning having coffee, getting my shit started.
Hold on.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Did you say I'm doing my thing? I'm in the shower. I'm counting my Johnny. You're counting about me in the shower. Tell me those are separate tasks.
Oh, well, this morning they may have been kind of co-joined tasks. Maybe that was
Lauren, help me over here.
Oh no, Lauren got her fill. We're both living longer after yesterday's activities. I can assure you.
Does she know that you count with me in the shower?
Oh, she knows, all right.
You fucking weirdo. I love you.
I'm sitting down, I'm having coffee, talking to Neiman, getting our day started, and I'm going to myself, like my brain's figuring, like it's acting like it's foggy. I'm like, why is it so fucking dark? Like, why am I having trouble seeing? I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Go poke my eye. Forgot to put my contact lenses in.
Dude, yeah.
Like, what am I? Like, it's
like sometimes you forget to brush your teeth or something. I'm like, oh, you fucking sick bastard.
But just like this obvious stack on a habit.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Like, I don't know actually how I missed that part of my morning. It's so bizarre because I'm wandering around. I'm like, why? Like, I thought I was like, why the fuck can't I see here today?
Dude, speaking of brushing teeth and morning routines, now I've been fucking running late and I had to make a change, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was really uneventful getting my shitting schedule to change.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I need to couple something with that so that I chew up some time because normally I'm shitting, I'm doing like reading or doing something like that.
Yeah.
So I started, if I have to go back for a third shit, I'm now brushing my teeth during that third shit. Because that's the 5 minutes, the 4 minutes that's been jacking me up.
Yes, there you go. That's funny, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like yourself, when you're constrained to a time that you're committed to, right? There's 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. It's non-negotiable, right? It's like, no, it's what it is.
And another thing I realized too, when Terry reset the clock in the fucking kitchen on the stove, she set it 2 minutes fast. Excuse me, 2 minutes slow. It used to be like 4 minutes fast.
So let me ask you this:
So what's that?
Are you one of those dudes where if there's clocks next to each other, they got to be the same? I am.
No. I'm saying I have one clock that I gauge the time to start to head out to the studio.
Okay.
And that fucker used to be fast. Now it's slow. So I'm like, I'm not fucking with my phone. So I'm humping out here. I'm like, dude, how the fuck did I lose 3 minutes? Because when I realized today that fucking clock is different than it was before daylight savings.
So my neurosis creeps in. So my microwave is over here, and we got there's some other gadget over here, and the clocks is next to each other. And I got a clock on my wrist, right? Obviously my watch, right? My phone. So when I'm setting the clock, if something has to reset, dude, I'm neurotic to make sure they match or somewhat match. I can't look at a clock side by side and have them being different times. It drives me fucking nuts. Because I'm like, which is the right time?
Not to. I know.
I know.
I'm with you.
Can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of lucky with this kitchen setup.
Yeah.
There's not a bunch of clocks in one eye shot.
Oh.
You'd have to be doing this.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean. Michael Global comes in. Johnny, 118 people were hit from bullets fired into the air in the last 40 years. A third died. U.S. I love you, Global. Thanks for bringing that knowledge to the table. I don't know why I'm segueing to this, but just a quick little caveat here. Hey, Dick Cheney died this morning. News broke this morning. Dick Cheney, one of the most, I would say, influential, consequential, provocative vice presidents of our time. 84 years old.
He was a Bush guy, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, absolutely, yeah. He was Bush Cheney, yeah. He was on the Republican side. Not everybody loved him. Not everybody hated him. He certainly was a polarizing figure. He was a very active vice president, not like previous vice presidents. But he passed today.
Sometimes the vice president's just a good-looking fucking guy to get votes.
That's exactly right.
You're thinking, Jesus Christ, if the main guy fucking croaks, we are in trouble.
Yeah,
this motherfucker spends too much time on his hair.
Yes. It's not lost upon me too that he passes on election day in the United States. It's elections for you today here in the States. So there will be and it's obviously a big day for New York City. There's a big massive mayoral election in New York City. That's I think going to be an interesting situation that's happening over there in New York City today. I always get fascinated by the theater of the world. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I listen to this. Total fucking off topic.
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to fucking catch up on my sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I changed my nap schedule yesterday. Terry had all day in the beauty appointment.
Okay.
This is the day where our youngest daughter, she's at school all day. So I was in the house by myself. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get all my shit done. It's at 2 o'clock. I had everything I needed to get done. So normally I'd take my nap around 11, wake up, get back to my shit, right? And I knew Terry was going to be back late. So we were, and everybody's going to be back late. So I laid down, I say 2, probably a little before 2. Dude, I slept 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And I woke up and I was like, I purposely didn't. Normally, I totally undress to take a nap. Didn't do it because I was like, I got this feeling I'm going to fall asleep. It's going to be hard to get back up.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, thank God. I mean, it took me once I got woke up, I was fine. But dude,
Yeah.
I'm logging the shit that I was
No
running
shit.
low on.
Well, and you grabbed yourself a 3-hour nap a couple days ago too. So you're just you're kicking that back, eh? Wow.
Yeah, it's it's just kind of crazy. And you know, you don't just gain a couple hours and it fixes
No,
everything.
no,
It's this slow. I mean, it's actually I love that I'm going through this because it's like this time I'm paying really close attention to the process of recharging. And the best description I can give of someone is it's like when you wear your fucking phone out to where it dies.
Yeah.
You plug
Yeah.
that thing in,
Yep.
it doesn't even register for 5 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
So I was in that, okay, I'm charging, but I can't even tell. That's where I started.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Now I'm starting to say, oh, fuck, I got 5%. You know? So it's like, I don't, you know, I'd been here after bodybuilding contests, and after bodybuilding contests, you just kind of spend a couple of weeks as a jellyfish. That's just kind of what you do.
I can imagine it. You're just yeah.
I've never done it. I've never done this to myself with business, you know. So
Matty Roof, yes. I hadn't heard that one. I'm heading out to vote soon. I agree, Matt. If you can't bitch if you don't vote. So that's how, you know, you and I'm a big proponent of that. You have to shut up unless you're going to exercise your opportunity to vote. Once you vote, offer every opinion you want. And I'll support you and I'll debate you and I'll listen to you. But if you don't vote, then I'm not going to listen to you. As simple as that.
Sometimes voting is like is very much like going to a fucking barbecue that you have to show up to.
Yes. Yes.
And you basically are forced to deal with you're forced, especially when you're eating. You have to find the lesser evil. That's all you're searching for.
Dude, so well said, brother. So articulate.
So you just got to realize it's like you're not getting what you want.
Yep.
So pick the one that's the closest.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Or go away. Just don't. You know, democracy only works when we go to a barbecue and we make it work, right? So that's a great analogy.
If not enough people go to the fucking barbecue, right? Then the whole thing is it's a setup.
Great example. Great example. You're right, Global. Something to be said for your comment there. Cheney started the 21st century war 21st century with war, which was perhaps not needed. Certainly an argument to be made for that. Hey, speaking of sleeping, man. So, I pride myself on finding stuff for us to talk about and have awareness on. There was a large study, 130,000 adults with insomnia. Probably the average man, Anderson, so just paraphrase your brackets there, has linked long-term melatonin use to a 90% higher risk of heart failure and nearly double the risk of death. The findings were announced Monday by the American Heart Association. And how it worked, John, was the researchers analyzed electronic health records and found that people using melatonin for at least a year were 3.5 times more likely to be hospitalized for heart failure, even after adjusting for 40 health and demographic factors. And the lead study author called the results striking, but the experts stress, and here's where I wanted to paraphrase it here. Ears up, guys. Experts stress that the study shows correlation, not causation. Big difference there. Correlation, not causation. In other words, the melatonin is not causing it. It's just correlated to it, Johnny.
It's because the average man doesn't take care of himself. And so he runs to things that he hears are going to help him sleep.
Yes.
Melatonin's at the top of the list. I can't, brother. I cannot tell you how many people this is perfect. I have a guy came to me, he's Australian. He came to me about 4 months ago.
Yes.
He said he would sleep like 3 hours and he'd fucking wake up like a zombie and he would be up and he would fucking be eating and he'd be eating shit.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's not making good decisions. You know, you're in that kind of that different state. Right.
Yes. Yes.
And his fucking sleep was terrible. And he's like, I need you to help me with this. I need to lose body. Well, he need to lose body fat first. He thought that the sleep was apnea and blah, blah, blah. And,
okay.
And I said, look, I think we can put a big dent in this. I said, but what are we going to do? I said, you're not going to want to hear this, but we're going to really focus on giving your body what it wants in terms of the micronutrients and the hydration and all the things. So because your body's not relaxing at night. He started sleeping through the night last week. So 3 months on basically a low inflammation, high micronutrient diet completely changed his sleep.
No shit.
No extra medication. If anything, we remove stuff.
Yeah. How does it feel now?
Oh, he's fucking can't believe it. He's a really successful dude. He says his companies are crushing.
That's awesome.
But think like this. Like when we're waiting, we're like a kid before Christmas. You can't fucking sleep because you're waiting for the morning. Well, when you get the body really malnourished, it's going, okay, motherfucker, you ate all the shit you wanted. When are you going to give me what I want? I need to survive.
Yes.
So your body just gets more and more anxious waiting to get what it needs so it can relax so its survival is not threatened anymore.
Yes.
And then to worse the case, the longer you have to prove to the body, hey, this is going to keep coming.
Yes.
It took 3 months for this guy to start sleeping through the night. But he noticed in the first, by the second or third week, he noticed that he was actually sleeping longer, that he wasn't waking up after 3 hours to first turn to 4. And then when he did wake up, we got him going to eat almonds and shit like that. So he wasn't just polluting himself with sugar, right? Because he's basically crushing himself with the inflammation, which just makes the fucking body even more anxious.
That's exactly. Hey, Marcus, I see you there in the vertical stream, Marcus. I'll get you set up on the horizontal stream as well, brother. Just check those instructions there. I'll get you open 2 tabs, one in the vertical, one in the horizontal. We'll get you here up on the show here. Good morning, everybody. You're hanging out with Keith and John here on Mornings Alive with Keith, John, and friends. Johnny, I got a confession this morning. I did a dumb shit thing last night. Yep, true story. And as I went through it, I said to myself, all right, well, I'm going to talk about it on the show because that's the only reason the show works is when we pull ourselves and our dumb shit decisions to the show. So I've been telling you that I've been diligent at getting to bed so I don't make dumb decisions after 8 o'clock. Well, I made a dumb decision between 7 and 8 o'clock last night, and perhaps just because the hour was fucked up or because whatever it was, but and it's crazy, man, because it just, and I'm just gonna tell the story straight as it was. It's like I mindlessly went through it. I'll get to what happened. I mindlessly went through it, and then I sat on the couch, and as I was doing it, I was like, "You stupid son of a bitch!
Yeah, what are you doing?"
It's exactly what it was. So I finished.
Did you get that like hurry up? So before I talk myself out of eat this,
you know exactly.
The anxious fucking getting it down. You see someone doing that, and you look at them and go, "What is wrong with you?"
Then you know what I did? I'll tell you more, brother. And then I finished it and I hid it behind what I was working on.
Addict behavior.
Oh fuck, man. So then I finished it and put it behind what I was working on, so I didn't look at it. Right? I was like, "You fucking stupid idiot." And then I was like, so what I like to have at night is I like to have a little bit of peanut butter in a bowl and put maybe some chocolate chips, some raisins, and some oats, and just it's like it's satiating and makes me feel happy. There's nothing good about it.
I gotta send you this recipe I have. It's only gonna help you, and it's like kind of like a pudding. It fucking tastes amazing.
Do that,
Coconut
please.
Flavored.
Yeah. So I fucking crushed it last night, and it's funny, John, and you've done it too. As you're making it, your brain's going, "What are you doing?" And you're just doing it.
Yeah, fuck, dude. He just
I love seeing your smile because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, and you're doing your best to talk yourself out, but the problem is, at that point, your the addictive center has been triggered.
No, you're already swimming. You're in the water.
Yeah, you're just as in trouble as fucking the heroin addict here and the dealer knock on the door. Nobody's gonna say anything that's gonna make him think it's not good.
Nope. So Lauren was on the phone in a meeting. I walked by her with my fucking jar, my little bowl of goodness there. What
was it? What'd you put in there extra?
Oh, nothing. Just my normal peanut butter, my chocolate chips, my raisins, just my normal shit. But it's just I can't eat it.
Oh, you mean you weren't doing it before and you did it again?
Well, I did it again last night. Like I've been working hard on getting rid of it out of my. I've been working hard to get it out of my evening habits, and to get it out of my evening habit is going to bed on time, because I notice that as I approach that 8 to 9 o'clock hour, my body's like, okay, it's time to go treat yourself.
Well, let me have a suggestion for you, brother.
Please.
There's nothing wrong with having something, before bed that's satisfying, right? Especially if it's a reward system. You know what? I did everything I was supposed to do. I get that tonight.
Yes.
But let me send you that recipe when you get something, it's going to help your digestion. It's going to give you protein. It's going to give you essential fats and no fucking sugar. So to help you sleep.
Yeah. So we are completely on the same page.
I'll do it right fucking now, brother.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, it's literally a fucking recording. You're gonna hear me say, "Okay, this is what you do."
My guilt comes from because I know better, and I keep doing it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Fucking worst, dude.
Right. So
it's the worst.
So my choice is I can come on the show and I've said this. I said it to Rufy all along. I can come on the show and pretend to be a hypocrite, or I can come on the show and share my truths. Well, I'm going to share my truths because my truths help me move forward. So tonight, my goal is not to do what happened last night and make better decisions. I appreciate your text here. We got a question. Brawl MMA. What exercises do to your shoulder? What exercises do you do for shoulders? Man is built different. True story. Brawl MMA. Short question for Johnny.
Man is built different.
No, yeah, he said man is and essentially you are built different is what he's saying.
I got you. Well, I guess the first thing I would say is it's 30 years of consistency. Shoulders are kind of always been some of my favorite things to lift. So people would call that my pet lift.
Right? Oh yeah.
Then some people, it's the arms, right? Arms have never been interesting to me. But then on top of that, what really set this thing off for me was the fact that when I was in strength, right, we did all sorts of overhead pressing, which was something that I was always at the top of the leaderboard with. So very regularly, I would take like 4 plates aside, snap it off the fucking ground to here, and press it overhead, 3, 5, 6 times. And I did that over, regularly for the course of a decade. So when you're putting that type of a load on your shoulders, it's kind of like when you see that arm wrestler and he's still got the fucking yoked arms because he spent so much fucking time doing what he does.
I think that's often overlooked, is that, and it's funny because Lauren just joined the conversation here. She's often questioned and she's like, well, this is just really 30 years of accumulative work. Right.
Well, so true, brother. So true. And I ask the question all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. How many people do you know, other than their job, like meaning what they do, their survival mechanism to stay alive with money? How many people do you know on this planet that have done something and not missed for 30 fucking plus years?
Very true. Yes.
So you take all those people and you put them in a bucket. They've become really fucking good, and they're very different than the average man in whatever they committed.
Yes.
Put me in that bucket.
Brawl comes back with a comment. Can I share my little story? I want a little advice from you guys, as you guys have a hell of a lot of experience and I have actually seen life. Tell us, Brawl, what's shaking, brother? Tell us what is shaking there. Hey, Marcus, if you can get yourself into the horizontal stream, that would be helpful, man. I see you in the vertical stream there, but we want to get you into the horizontal stream as well, Marcus. So I can see you there. Just make sure you check your and
it's a test, Marcus. It's a test.
It's a test to see if you follow the instructions, brother. And that's how it works here on the show here. But I just saw him drop out there, Melissa, as well. But yeah, so it's funny, Johnny, because Lauren hears it often, which is, oh, I love your shoulders, I love your arms, and like, what's the magic? Like, can I do it in 2 weeks? And she's like, well, it's like 30 years of decisions, 30 years of good eating, good sleeping, making good decisions. It's
well, and that she actually says that better because yes, I explained what I was doing physically.
Yes.
But it's the way I was living my life that even allowed that to happen.
That's exactly it. Right. And it's what's funny about this is that nobody, let's flip the coin, right? Nobody ever questions somebody about why their health or why they look the way they look through accumulative decisions, and they have diabetes or they have a bad heart or they have bad health. Right. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So you can.
It's so true. I mean, okay, we're in a society now where someone goes to a TRT clinic and gets put on, say, testosterone, maybe some growth hormone, which is basically trying to create a better life.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So they go and get on 2 or 3 medications because this is what it is. It's medication. Yes. Right. And people fucking flip out about that. Like, oh my God, and they have all these fucking problems. But you can be on fucking 5 or 6 medications that are just trying to keep you alive, and it's okay. Very accepted.
100%. Well, I love Lauren's comment here. Hey, Victorious, I see you in the Victorious. I can see you in the vertical stream, brother. There's instructions in your inbox. I need you to get onto the horizontal stream as well. We have 2 streams here. There's instructions for you to follow, my friend. So I would invite you to check that out here.
Victorious, when you're in that menu, you're going to see one that says live, right? You're going to click onto that one, but then you're going to go to your next browser and you're going to see more on the left-hand side. Click that. It'll drop down another one that says live.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Lauren's like, and Johnny, you probably hear this too from time to time. The worst is when someone says you must have good genetics. That is the worst, right? Because it's like there's this assumption that you didn't put the work in. It's like, oh, Lauren.
I can't. I don't have good genetics.
Yes.
Relinquishing accountability.
Yes.
Dude, did you see the pictures I put on my Instagram?
Yes.
I put them in. I didn't put them as a carousel because when you carousel them, you can't fucking schedule them, right?
Okay.
The first one was me at 11 years old, putting on football pads, nice and porked up, right? Then the next one, once you went out 3 hours later, was me at 41. And that's literally 30 years of fucking commitment.
Yes.
And if you find the grid, they'll be side by side.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. It says me at 11, next one, me at 41.
Yeah, no genetics there. It's called hard work. It's called hard work. Hey, Brawl MMA says to us, Johnny, so there's a girl in my office. She's beautiful. We both joined straight out of college, and she treated me like a friend, and I had a crush on her. Oh, and then I got to know she got
joined. Joined what?
I guess they both joined this work where they're working. So then I got to know her. She got a boyfriend 3 months back. She told me that I was about to tell you, but never got the time. I felt broken and I started hating the guy she is dating. I have stopped flirting convo with her and started focusing on myself. Brawl, that's the answer, man. Go focus on yourself, brother. Go take care of yourself. Go take care of your own brain, your own emotion. And as my mom would say, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And if she's not the one for you, I know, and John knows there's more out there for you, Brawl MMA. So
the lesson there is number one, first off, you're doing exactly what you should do, because that energy that you're wasting on the distaste for this other dude is not helping anything.
That's it.
And then you're bettering yourself. But then the lesson here is don't fucking wait.
Yes.
Tell her next time, not her, the next one that comes up.
Well said.
That's the worst she's going to say. No.
It's incredible. It's incredible how we as humans, though, that feeling of no, that feeling of rejection from a female or a male, it's brother, we've both been there.
Well, that sometimes it's helpful for us to remind ourselves.
Yes.
That sometimes we think that things are just like life ending. Oh my God, this is the worst thing. But just remember that the fact that you're thinking that at that moment, you need to remind yourself, you have 100% rate of survival.
Yes.
None of this shit's ever killed you, and it won't. So stop worrying about that dumb shit.
It's that's when you lean into gratitude and just appreciate what's around and what you have, and hey, just open up Instagram and flip to the next one. There are just somebody else there out there in the reels. So there's just somebody else out there. Season strength, dude needs to be a conscious choice maker. I'm with you there, Season. Absolutely. Hey, so Victorious, I see you back there in the Victorious is trying to get onto the show. Marcus, I'm gonna call you one more time here, Marcus. So I can see you in the vertical stream. It's important you look at the instructions we sent you. There's also a stream for you to get after on the horizontal side.
It sounds like it doesn't know it needs 2 tabs open.
Yeah, so I'm glad I've told him that. Brawl MMA comes back with our live conversation this morning. This is the power of live, you guys. I don't know. She keeps on telling me, why are you acting weird and what happened? How do I handle that? I just don't want to see, because
be honest, don't fucking waste another chance. Jesus Christ. Maybe she's like, fuck, I only went out with this fucking guy because you didn't fucking ask me out.
100%. Because seeing her happen.
Look, man, I support what whatever her name is, Sheila. I support what you're doing, but right about the time you got this other boyfriend I didn't have the fucking gumption to step forward and say that I liked you, and I wanted to see what would happen.
That's it. And Good Time says, Charlie says to you, Brawl, tell her. And listen, dude. So if there's anything you're gonna get is encouragement from everybody on the show here today. Encouragement to and Global, she is testing you. Yes. So at Brawl. So first of all, Brawl, welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. My name is Keith Billis. That's my brother from another mother, John Anderson below me here. We host this morning show live every single day, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And you will find conversations like this to help you get up and achieve those big goals. So you're hearing from the community here. Global's got your back. Seasons got your back. Anderson's got your. We all got your back, brother. Go tell her how you feel. And good times, right? Easier said than done, but you want the answer. So we encourage you to go find that courage to go and get after.
Think of this as at very least practice. You're
Yes.
practicing doing something difficult.
Yes.
Because the more you practice, the easier this shit gets.
It's true. Hey, Victor, Marcus, I see you in the horizontal now, but you got to get onto the vertical. So, Marcus, I need you to slow down and pause for a quick second. Just hear me out, Marcus. Hear me out. So, in the instructions we sent, and we've had hundreds of guests on this show that have successfully followed these instructions.
And Marcus, you are getting way more fucking direction than anybody else. He must really fucking want you to show up here. Jesus Christ. Normally he cuts and we're on.
So those instructions will get you onto the show, brother, but I need you to read them and check it out. And that'll help you find it. Hey, so just switching gears to some current stuff before we keep the show rocking and rolling here, pal. Mike Sullivan, what's the difference? So we have two streams happening, Sullivan. So and you, Mike, are on the vertical stream because YouTube hasn't combined them yet. They're working on combining them this year where we'll have one.
That'll be sick, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, hey, I'm glad you brought this up. So I pride myself on paying attention to things happening under the radar. Well, we know that live is the future of content and big conversation. Well, so Netflix is making a bid for iHeartRadio's video podcast service because Netflix wants to up their video podcasts and up their library of video podcasts because the world is TV, it's video, Johnny. So again, as we build the Mornings in Lab Live network, the vision will be as we wake up one day with hundreds of live shows, and that someone's like, hey, we'd like to have the Mornings in Lab Live network because you guys put all the work in. So it's pretty awesome, actually. So I'm excited. I was happy to see that news here today because the big tech players are moving in a direction of adding the technology to enable us to continue to do this. So hey, so we talked yesterday about the space station up in the sky. They're dropping it. They're going to drop it in 2030 into the ocean. They're going to decommission.
Hopefully they get the dude that's been in there for 25 years out. He deserves, man. He deserves to come back and do what he wants to do.
So they're gonna decommission it, and it's gonna hopefully land in the ocean, and they're gonna put it in some kind of spacecraft cemetery, and that'll be it. No more.
I wonder how big it is.
It's pretty massive. That's a good question.
Things are always bigger than we think.
Things are always. That's like when I saw that shark in real life, man. When I was in the ocean there in the South Australian Ocean in that cage, and I saw that shark by me, man. It's one of those things that when you're in it, John, you wish that people who are close to you, you just want to find a way to share it with them, but you can't because there's no possible way to share. Like there's no way that I can articulate to you through my words or my expressions how big that shark was unless you see it yourself. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things like you've been around people or situations where you're like, I can't find words to share this with somebody else until you experience it. Size is one of those things. The mass of something.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and the thing is we don't have it like in context. We just don't have enough context.
That's it.
Like when you for example, NFL is one of the most popular things to watch.
Yes.
And, the little guy. That little guy's 6'3", 250 pounds.
Yes.
You just can't tell that the other guys are 6'9".
Yeah. That's
looks little in context.
It's funny, man. That's absolutely funny. Yeah, 6'3" in context, not. He's
the little one. He's
well, I found the same thing when I ended up for the first time in my life in New York City. I couldn't get over the context of the density, like the density of how much how many people are there and how dense the like just the buildings and how dense. I'm from Winnipeg where everything is wide open. All you can see is flat air, right? And you can go your backyard there in California and just see space.
San Francisco is really fucking similar, so I had exposure to that young. But if you've never been in one of those places where it's just, some of these you get in the deep part of that and it's just fucking skyscraper after skyscraper just right next to each other.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Andrew Walker, thanks for popping by the show here, brother. My channel is better than yours. Well, yeah. Well, hey, I appreciate you hopping by here and hanging out with us and putting some words into the comments there. Adam Holroyd comes back and says, can you imagine the math and timing involved in making that happen? Yeah, to decommission that thing from space. Think about this, John. Just think about this, right? The math and timing to make sure that it lands in the ocean. And yeah, he's like, I know the ocean's a big place, but imagine if there was a small miscalculation and it ends up not in the ocean.
Trouble.
Like just like imagine, right? Like just that small miscalculation. It's like, okay, it's ending up over there now on land somewhere is right. So
yeah, that would be catastrophic.
Well, sure. that's to say the least. And do you remember when? Hey, so a serious question here. Was strongman or stonework ever part, or was there ever discussion of it joining the Olympics, like the Olympic Games, like those kind of the work that you were doing athletically?
I don't believe so.
No way. Why not? Actually,
No.
I'm curious. Why not?
Well, I know that at one point there was a big push for powerlifting.
Yes.
But it's, the thing about it is powerlifting, when you really appreciate what's going on,
yes,
it's much more exciting. If you don't really understand, it's kind of like, okay, like a perfect example of powerlifting for a bench press.
Yes.
Your goal is to shorten the fucking stroke as much as possible. So some guys are able to bench press with a 12-inch stroke. You're not watching much. So part of what's interesting is look how short that stroke is.
Yes.
Most people don't have a fucking clue what they're looking at. That makes sense?
It does. Absolutely. Yep. I'm 100%.
As to where like Olympic lifting,
100%.
He took that fucking thing from the floor over to his head, and all he had to do was not bend his elbows, right, on a snatch.
Okay.
One movement, floor to overhead, cannot bend your elbows. That's a lot of happening in a fucking split second. And then the guy's fucking standing up and he's fucking staggering around. As to where you miss a power lift, you got multiple people fucking taking it off you before you get beheaded on a bench press.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it just doesn't translate well to people that don't know shit about it.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting. Well, and Season says maybe there's maybe too many drugs, maybe too many well, so no, I would think that
well,
that's
the IPF is heavily tested. I mean, granted, there's too many drugs in every fucking
I was
sport.
just gonna say I
and real quick, just so everybody understands, there are so many fucking dirty people in the fucking Olympics. It comes down to your country and how much are they going to fucking pay to get you through.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty fucking unbelievable. I mean, granted, people get caught, and of course they try to do the best they can, but there's always shit going on. And the crazy thing for the Olympics is it fucking bankrupts some of these fucking countries. They come in and they have to build these fucking massive fucking arenas.
Yes.
And those arenas get used once and they just sit there and they become massive liabilities. And the public has no clue that, this country or whatever it was, or city got this huge influx for a short period of time.
Yep.
And then it's fucking over. And then they're left with this fucking this series of arenas that they're never going to get used again.
The only reason that Beijing got those was it back to back, or was it? I think it was back and then somewhere else and then back. It was a short period of time. The only reason Beijing got was because every other country and city is like, nope, no interest because we don't have the money right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has to be a fucking powerhouse of a goddamn country to be able to make the whole thing. Because if you have the ability to say, okay, we can use this afterwards.
Yes.
But it's kind of a. I guess the Olympics, I'm all favor. I think it's really fucking cool. But it's like but Jesus Christ, even like the athletes, they just, it's the people making the money or the people that nobody can see.
Well, that's just it, right? It's I'm really glad you said that. The advertising, the corporate economics behind the whole thing is where all the money is, right? The athletes be the pawns.
And the athletes will spend their fucking whole life
to get there,
right? And if you're not a fucking gold medalist,
you're
not making shit.
True story. Yep. Hey, before we do a lifestyle tip and get to the second hour with some big topics here, we're going to wrap up our final topic here with the morning loop here, Rahima, so you can cut this here today. there was Lily Phillips. So, guys, we've been talking about two ridiculous OnlyFans people on our show now. One being Bonnie Blue, one being Lily Phillips.
Dude, there's a documentary about that whole thing.
I think, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was watching my daughter and I were looking for documentaries, and we're skipping through. I'm like, Bonnie Blue, why does that fucking ring a bell? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? She knew who it was. And I'm like, oh, that's the fucking tweaker that Keith's been talking about.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Well, so the second one, so if there's Pepsi and Coke, if Bonnie Blue is Pepsi or Coke, the second one is Lily Phillips. And today, have you noticed how far creators will push a stunt to get attention? Well, so she is the bigger this is bigger than one creator. Public stunts can pull in bystanders who do not opt in, and that erodes trust. Well, apparently, I'm just trying to see here where it is here. I don't know if no, I guess no, I don't think it popped up here. Anyways, I thought that there was so she was doing something. It might have been the cum walk thing we were talking about, that ridiculous thing where she was where she popularized this idea of getting cummed on the face and then walking on the streets. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, it's like the chick that has that fucking they call it a tramp stamp. It's that right above the butt cheek, the crack, excuse me.
Yeah, yes.
And it says, or down on the pelvic, and it says "cum dumpster."
Yes.
Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I get there's a little humor in that. If it was a peel off one, that might be funny at a fucking party. You're gonna fucking wear that tattoo?
Yes.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm all for liberated sex. But at the same time, sometimes I think people don't. I think it can also be used in a way that's degrading to themselves. They didn't even know it.
I'm glad you brought that last part. Hey, Season, stick around. I'm glad you brought that last part because I don't even think that we know it.
Yeah, and that's the sad part. Like the one that says "cum dump," she thinks it's so cool. Probably because the fucking idiots she's been hanging out with are glorifying this. Yeah, they don't give a shit about her because they know she's a fucking part-time deal, and they're going to retire her before it ever gets fucking close to being serious. It's like, God damn it, you've been influenced by people who don't give a shit about you.
Don't like that, and then they wake up one day later on in life going, "Oh, okay, right." So. Yeah. Anyways. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith John over here on Mornings in the Lab. I guess Victoria Marcus gave up on his opportunity to join us here on the show here this morning.
It's a test.
That's it. It's a test. Yeah. We're going to do a reset here on hour 2 with John. We'll do a lifestyle tip reset hour 2. And then we're going to come back and talk about wearable tech. We're going to talk about sleep scores. I got a good story because I've been watching this because I knew this conversation was coming up. So I've been looking at my sleep score the last few days and I want to talk about that when it comes to feelings as well. So let's do that. We'll do a lifestyle tip with Anderson, Melissa, and then we'll reset hour 2 and come back here on the big show, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Let's get it, Melissa.
All right, so let's talk about this whole thing of morning routine because it's still so popular. It's almost like, what's your morning routine? Like it's some sort of a trophy. Well, here's the deal. A morning routine, they've been in existence fucking forever. It's just because it's been titled and people, they show what they do in the morning and it's become this thing. Well, morning routines, they've gone back to the beginning of time.